"This was super easy and tasted phenomenal. I'll be making this again," says one of my readers. But what makes my tantan-men recipe so fast yet rich and delicious? Let's uncover the secrets together. For a printable version of this recipe, visit my website, just Google tantan-men Sudachi to find me. Before we dive in, let's get our ingredients sorted. Finally dice the white part of your 30 grams of Japanese leek. If you don't have it, regular leek, onion or even shallots work fine. You'll be dividing this between the meat and the tare. Grate 1 teaspoon each of ginger and garlic using a Japanese oroshigane grater or a microplane to get that fine texture. And here's an optional step that adds depth. Drop your kombu into your measured 500 ml of water. Ideally you do this 30 minutes ahead. This gives you a subtle umami foundation, but it's totally optional. Preheat your skillet over medium heat until the surface is hot. Add your half tablespoon of neutral cooking oil along with 1 teaspoon of chili oil. Then toss in 2 teaspoons of toban djan, that's Sichuan chili bean paste, and 1 teaspoon of sliced dried chilies. Stir gently for 60 seconds, watching as the oil transforms into this vibrant chili stained red. You're blooming the spices here. Heating spices and chili paste briefly in oil develops their aroma and rounds off those harsh edges. You'll want to stop as soon as you see the beautiful red oil forming and catch the nutty, savory scent. That's your cue. Next, spread your 150 grams of ground pork in a thin, even layer across the pan. Resist every urge to touch it for a full 2 minutes. I'm using 100% ground pork, but you can use a 70-30 pork beef mix for a meatier one, or chicken, turkey, vegetarian ground meat alternative is also fine if that's what you prefer. After those 2 minutes, flip and cook for 1 minute on the other side. Then break the meat into coarse chunks while adding your grated ginger, grated garlic and half of that minced leek. Stir fry for 1 minute until the aromatics perfume your kitchen. Time to deglaze with 1 teaspoon of sake. Cook until the liquid evaporates completely and the meat looks glossy and concentrated. Alternatives here would be Shaoxing wine, dry sherry or dry white wine. Finish with a pinch of white or black pepper, then remove from the heat. Cover and keep warm. Set a pot of water to boil for your noodles at this point. It will take a few minutes. Right, it's time to build our tare. Grab a large heat-proof bowl and add 3 tablespoons of sesame paste or tahini and 1 tablespoon of unsweetened, unsalted smooth peanut butter. I like this mix, but if it's easier you can just stick to 4 tablespoons of one or the other. Then add 2 teaspoons of ground sesame seeds, 2 teaspoons of Japanese soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of chili oil, 1/4 teaspoon of sugar, then add the remaining half of your minced leek white. We're going to mix that with our broth later, so no need to mix it quite yet. In a separate pot, bring your 500 ml of kombu dashi that we prepared earlier, or plain water if you skipped kombu, to an almost boil. We don't want a rolling boil here, just gentle bubbles around the edges. Whisk in 1 tablespoon of Chinese style chicken bouillon powder until it's completely dissolved. Turn off the heat immediately, then stir in 100 ml of unsweetened soy milk. We're keeping the temperature just right so the soy milk doesn't curdle or separate. You can replace soy milk with extra kombu dashi or water. Now let's mix them together. Pour the hot soup into the bowl of tare gradually, stirring vigorously after each pour. You're creating a cloudy, unified emulsion where the fats and the liquids bond together. Ramen shops in Japan usually pour the tare into each singular serving bowl and then add the broth base. And you can do that if you like, but if you mix everything together in the bowl like I'm doing here, you'll guarantee consistent flavor across every serving. Finish with an optional half teaspoon of rice vinegar to brighten everything up. And because many of these ingredients vary wildly by brand, make sure to taste test at this stage and adjust. Remember, your noodles are plain, so you want to aim for something slightly saltier than feels perfect on its own. let's move on to the final elements. Wash your bok choy and trim off those tough root ends. Drop your 2 to 3 portions of ramen noodles, depending on how many you're serving, into the boiling water and set a timer for 1 minute less than the package directs. For ramen noodles, I'd like to suggest a few options. If you've got time and love weekend projects, go for homemade. That's the best of the best. Next up, store-bought fresh ramen noodles if you have access. But if fresh noodles aren't available near you, high quality dried ramen noodles are your next best bet. Followed by my spaghetti ramen hack. You can check out the hack on my website. The only type I'd go against is noodles from instant products. I enjoy instant noodles for what they are, but I just think they're not a suitable replacement for authentic ramen noodles. If the availability is the problem, the spaghetti hack is far better option in my opinion. And since this is such a rich sauce-forward dish, even udon or soba noodles will taste absolutely delicious. When the timer rings, add the bok choy directly to the noodle pot and cook everything together for the final minute. And it's worth noting, never cook noodles early. Everything else can wait or be reheated if needed, but noodles absolutely cannot. Noodles always come last. Drain everything together, we're almost there. Divide the drained noodles between your 2 to 3 bowls, divide the pre-made soup equally. If it's cooled a bit, you can gently reheat it on the stove beforehand. Top each serving with a generous amount of the seasoned pork, then nestle the bok choy alongside. Scatter your optional finely grained onions and crushed roasted peanuts over the top, and finish with extra chili oil to taste. Now, quick heads up about the broth before you dig in. You're not expected to drink the whole bowl. If you want to sip it, feel free to dilute it with some hot water. Our leftover broth can be stored, just reheat it, cook fresh noodles, and you've got round 2 ready in under 10 minutes. You can also keep the cooked pork mixture for up to 2 to 3 days. And there you have it, nutty, spicy, rich weekend fast, restaurant bold tantan-men. Want even more delicious recipes? Grab my free cookbook from the link in the description. Okay, let's go over the ingredients one more time. And if you're ready to cook, grab the written instructions by clicking the full recipe box with a picture that's about to pop up on your screen. You'll find a full recipe with all the tips I can fit into this video right on my website. The link's on the screen now. And if you're in the mood for more, my ramen playlist is waiting for you next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.